And we're live. Hello, everybody. Great to have you here today. Happy Friday. Now, this is Lindy here from Hobby Wallet, and I'm very happy to have a guest here, a special guest from dYdX, Corey. Hi, Corey.
Hi, Lindy. How's it going? Great to be here.
Good, good. So happy to have you here to share with our audience on what is derivatives. I'm sure that derivatives they make up a big component of the financial market, even more than spot trading, and that's for centralized. But not many people have heard of decentralized trading, and even more so for decentralized derivatives trading. Well, I guess you were one of the OGs in the market, although nowadays there are quite a few coming out, but I think dYdX is still holding the majority of the market. So I've gotten Corey here to share with us about the different products that dYdX has. But keep in mind to the audience that this is only a sharing session. It is not any financial advice. Please do your own research before putting your money in any financial products. So Corey, could you give us a brief introduction of dYdX and your team?
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. I'm Corey. I'm the growth lead here at dYdX. dYdX is a decentralized perpetuals protocol. So essentially, we offer our traders the opportunity to trade perpetuals on our product. Perpetuals are a form of future that never expire. If you've ever traded on centralized exchanges like Binance or Huobi or FTX, etc., these are the most highly traded products on those exchanges and in all of crypto. And basically, what a perpetual does for a trader is it enables you to both take leverage on your positions and also hedge your portfolio in interesting ways. So you can go long or short an asset depending on if you're bullish or bearish on it. And you can also take leverage on those assets, which is helpful for very short-term trading and kind of establishing your opinions on certain positions. And then another interesting aspect is the aspect of cross margining. And so you could have one single pool of collateral and kind of trade a lot of different positions at once. And your single pool of collateral will act as the backstop for all of those positions that you are trading. And so why should you care about perpetuals? Perpetuals are kind of like the most efficient way to trade any product in a lot of different ways. So as I already mentioned, you could get leverage on those positions very easily using perpetuals. Another interesting thing is that
how much leverage can I get?
Yeah, that's a great question, and it largely depends on the platform. But on dYdX, you can get up to 20x leverage, and so that's pretty much the standard these days, I would say, in crypto. And 20x is quite a lot, so I definitely personally wouldn't recommend you take 20x leverage on all of your positions or anything like that, because the higher amount of leverage you take, the greater chance you are to get liquidated. And you get liquidated basically when the price moves against your position. But yeah, leverage could be certainly useful in certain situations. But the other thing about perpetuals is that the fees that you pay on them are often quite lower than what you're trading or what you're getting when you trade spot products. So let's say you want to trade Bitcoin. If you're just trading like Bitcoin against fiat, such as USD, using spot products, those fees are likely going to be much higher than what you're getting if you're trading a perpetual. So if you're trading a lot, if you're trading day to day, you're trading larger positions, ultimately you're going to pay much fewer fees if you're trading perpetuals. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm happy to perhaps dive into the dYdX product itself. I can give you guys a quick demo if that sounds good.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
By the way, this is
So
supposed to be decentralized. So, how does the stop out work? I mean, you're not supposed to have access to all accounts, right?
yeah. So dYdX, we're a decentralized exchange. So what does that mean? Basically, what that means is when you deposit to dYdX, all of your money is sitting on a smart contract. And so dYdX does not have the ability to ever take or transfer your money on your behalf. Other aspects of like the decentralized exchange include third-party oracles. So we use Chainlink as our third-party oracle, which means we can't manipulate the oracle price. The oracle price is the price that determines whether or not your position will get liquidated. So, for example, in the past, a lot of users of centralized exchanges have said that they have been unfairly liquidated. Um, and when you're trading on a decentralized exchange, like that is not up to dYdX if you get liquidated or not. It's up to a third party decentralized protocol such as Chainlink. Another interesting aspect, which I'll get into more in the demo,
Okay.
is the dYdX tokens, which you can earn by trading on dYdX. But yeah, I guess quickly let me show you the product itself. So
Okay.
for the interest of time, I already preloaded an account here. So as you can see up here, I have $155 in my portfolio account. I will mention the process of onboarding to dYdX is quite easy. So basically what you could do is you transfer money to a third-party wallet, such as Huobi Wallet. Huobi is running a promotion right now where they're giving out 12,000 USDC for certain users who partake in the promotion. But in addition to that, the onboarding experience for dYdX is pretty good, especially if you are depositing $500 or more. So if you are depositing 500 USDC or more in your first transaction, we actually pay all of your gas fees for the deposit flow. So there's basically no risk in terms of trying out the product. And I'll kind of go into the product itself right now. So on this portfolio page here, you can see all of the different products that we offer. So even though we are a decentralized exchange built on Ethereum, you can trade exposure to all of these products here. So we have 31 markets right now that we offer. All the top ones you might think of: Bitcoin, Avalanche, Solana, Dogecoin, Polkadot, Cosmos, Cardano, etc. And the reason we can offer these markets is because we are a derivatives exchange, so specifically perpetuals, right? So when you're buying Bitcoin here, you're not actually buying the underlying Bitcoin, you're buying exposure to the price of Bitcoin. And we are adding new markets every week. And so our goal really is to become on par with the centralized exchanges in terms of the amount of markets that we have. And really our goal here is to create a product where the users essentially can't tell the difference between trading on a centralized exchange and trading on a decentralized exchange like dYdX. And another way we kind of accomplish this is, let's say we want to trade and we want to buy some Ethereum. So let's say we're really bullish on Ethereum here. And let's say we want to buy, 0.1 ETH. So for here, this will mean, given I only have $150 in this account, that would mean we're taking 2.09x leverage here. And right now I have a market order that's ready to place. A market order is simply is going to take the best price on the order book here. And another thing I'll point out is we have very good liquidity on the protocol. So we work with some of the best market makers in the world to create markets on dYdX. And so if you compare the liquidity for Ethereum and Bitcoin on dYdX with the liquidity on a lot of other top centralized exchanges in the ecosystem, the liquidity that you will find on dYdX is actually better. And a lot of people don't realize that. But anyway, so let's say I want to place a market order, I place buy. That order is placed and executed instantly. And so a lot of people think when you trade on a decentralized exchange that you might have to wait a long time for your order to go through, or you might have to pay a lot of fees. Those things are taken away at dYdX. So another thing I'll mention is dYdX is built on a layer 2 protocol. And so what that means is users don't pay any gas fees when they place a trade, and you also get instant order execution. So as you can see here, we bought 0.1 ETH, and the fee that we paid for this $320 order was only 16 cents.
Oh, wow.
And that order was filled immediately. And here, you could see the unrealized P&L. So this will change every second basically as the price of Ethereum moves. And you'll also see this liquidation price, which is quite important. But let's say we're in this position and we think that Ethereum's going to go up, but we want to sell it at a certain price. We have limit orders on the exchange here, and we also have take profit limit, trailing stop, and stop limit orders. So these are all the types of orders that advanced traders expect on a centralized exchange as well. So I could place a limit order, or maybe a take profit limit order or something like that, where I want to sell this 0.1 ETH that I just bought, and let's say I want the trigger price to be 3,300 and the limit price to be like 3,350. And you could read more about this in our docs, but there is a slight difference between what the trigger price is and the limit price. It's pretty simple, but basically once the index price hits a certain trigger price, then you'll place this limit price on the order books. So I could place this limit order that is on the books. You could see here, and you don't pay any fees to actually place an order or anything like that, just like on a centralized exchange.
So what if I want to short it? Like if I want to create a hedging strategy, can I long short at the same time? Create a spread?
Yeah. So you can long short a variety of positions. You can't long short the same exact position, so you can't long and short ETH at the same time. But let's say I was really bullish Ethereum, but I'm short, I don't know, let's say I'm short Dogecoin, or let's say I'm bearish Dogecoin. I could sell Dogecoin here, and let's say I want to sell, I don't know, 100 Doge. Let's make that a market order. So yeah, I could sell Doge here, and that'll happen instantly. And so then right now, if I go back to our portfolio, I could see that I'm both long Ethereum and short Dogecoin at the same time. And what that's doing is you have exposure long and short, and it's taking from the original $150 deposit that I place in this account. And you could place as many you can have as many positions open at once on all of these markets, which is pretty interesting. And they're all cross margin, which I mentioned earlier, which is something pretty distinct and unique about dYdX. So on a lot of other protocols, you can't actually use the same margin to place these long and short orders across all of these different markets, but on dYdX you can.
Cool, that's right.
Yeah, and another thing that I'll talk about here maybe is the rewards.
The trading
So one thing that's very interesting about dYdX is we do have one of the lowest fee structures in the whole industry, but in addition to that, traders have the opportunity to earn dYdX tokens the more they trade on the protocol. So every epoch, which is 28 days, traders are paid based off of their fees paid to the protocol, as well as their average open interest here. And at the end of the epoch, you get paid a certain amount of dYdX depending on basically how much you traded. And so in summary here, what's happening is you are actually getting rewarded dYdX rebates in addition to trading on dYdX. And this is something that's very different than when you're trading on a centralized exchange. On a centralized exchange, you are essentially only paying them money to use their product. But on dYdX, you are paying the protocol some money to use the product, but you are receiving dYdX tokens as a reward. And so if you can be a long-term holder of dYdX, or if you simply want to think of it as rebates, that just makes the fees that you pay on the platform that much less, which is pretty exciting.
Okay, so if I have a perpetual, I suppose it's auto rollover. Do I earn the trading rewards on that?
Yeah. So your perpetuals, you'll earn rewards on them for as long as they are open. So right now we have some amount of open interest, and you can see here that like I'm earning, a little bit of open interest here. And so as long as they're open, you'll have some exposure to the formula here.
I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Another thing I'll talk about is trading competitions. So we actually have a pretty unique structure here that is not available anywhere else in all of crypto. So we have something what we call trading leagues, and trading leagues are weekly competitions that happen every week, and you have the opportunity to get promoted or get demoted every week. So every user starts off in the bronze league, and depending on your P&L each week, you could either get promoted to silver and then promoted to gold, platinum, diamond, etc., or get demoted if you are not performing well. And what's interesting is, in addition to like gamifying the experience here, we're also giving out USDC cash prizes every week. So across all of these leagues, we are giving out 350,000 USDC every single week, which is pretty exciting. And so users, they come in at the bronze league. You need to have like minimum $500 in your account to get started here, and you get automatically included in these leagues. And every week you could click on your profile and see if you're getting promoted or demoted here. And we recently also launched profiles themselves. So if you're interested in looking into a certain trader, let's say you want to see the traders in Diamond League, you could click on somebody's profile and you can see, what their username is, if they own any hedgies, which I'll get to in a minute. And you could also see kind of their general profit and loss and volumes on the protocol. And we'll be improving these profiles over time as well, so we'll show more information. Another thing that I mentioned is hedgies. So hedgies are dYdX's NFT collection that we launched. And so we are also giving hedgies to winners of these various leagues. If you want to learn more about hedgies, you can go to hedgies.wtf and you can kind of explore the whole collection here. Essentially what they are these hedgehogs, which are kind of our like mascots, so to speak. And then we also have these various memes associated with trading and whatnot. And so they're pretty fun, they're pretty cool. But in addition to just collecting the NFTs, they also have utility on the protocol. And so if you own one hedgie, you actually can move forward one slot in our fee structure. And so what that means here is if you go to your profile, you'll see like what fee tier you are in. But if you hold a hedgie, you can move up one fee tier. And so that'll just mean that you'll pay fewer fees when you're trading on the protocol.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the question?
How do I get a hedgie?
Yeah, so you can earn a Hedgie by participating in trading leagues. That is the primary way to earn a Hedgie. So as I mentioned, we're giving out Hedgies to people who win each season.
Okay.
So you could
But can
see
I just
past
download and buy
season.
one?
Yeah, if you want, you can buy a Hedgie on the third-party marketplaces like OpenSea. So people have some of those listed. And the way we did the initial distribution of Hedgies was we gave them to past users and past dYdX governance participants. And so we didn't do a NFT sale or anything like that. We simply gave them away for free to kind of the dYdX community.
I see, I see. So if I buy two hedges, does it mean I can skip two positions?
No, unfortunately, yeah, you can only one Hedgie applies to your fee tier structure, but yeah, plenty of people have more than one Hedgie just for fun, but yeah, you only need one if you want to just strictly own it for the utility purposes.
I see, I see. Okay.
And then yeah, I mean, in addition to trading leagues, we also have these daily competitions. Um, And so, as I mentioned, the trading leagues are on a weekly basis, but the daily competitions happen every single day. And you can kind of see who's doing the best on a daily basis. And every day we are giving out a Hedgie to the winner of the daily trading leagues, which is another way to earn a Hedgie.
I see. So how many hedges
Um,
in the whole collection?
yeah, I think there's 4,200 Hedgies in the whole collection, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that's quite limited supply. That's cool.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, so that's mostly it. I guess another thing that I'll mention is we also have an iOS app that is currently in beta, but we'll be releasing it fully to the public in a few weeks. And so the iOS app, you'll have all of the functionality that you see here, you'll have on the app, but obviously it's much more convenient for a lot of people to trade on your phone.
I see.
So if you're interested in joining the beta, um, you can certainly sign up for it, but we'll also be releasing it fully to the public for anyone to download in the coming weeks. So certainly stay tuned for that.
Definitely. So our audience is asking, other than the iOS app, are there any other future plans that you can reveal to us? Sneak preview anything?
Yeah, so I mean, the iOS app is the one major thing I would say. We're continually working on adding new markets every week, so that is something that we're definitely working on. In addition to that, we're also continuously adding like new order types to continue to be on par with the centralized exchanges of the world. Um, and then, yeah, I mean, we're continually working on kind of newer features. But another thing I'll mention is we are also in parallel working on the next version of the dYdX protocol. And so with that, we have the goal of being 100% decentralized. And so right now, dYdX, I would classify as sort of a hybrid exchange where you get the benefits of being decentralized, but some aspects of the protocol itself are still centralized, such as the order book and the matching engine. The next version of the protocol is going to be 100% decentralized. And so, yeah, our team is definitely hard at work thinking about the best way to go about that. Um, and yeah, I mean, that'll probably be released within, call it 12 months or so. But that is something that we are also working hard on.
I saw in your Twitter news feed there was some mention about upgrading to D square Y dx square.
Yeah, that was just
Is that
an
it?
April Fool's joke.
Okay, I got punked. Okay, so anyway, thank you very much, Corey, for your valuable time here in sharing. And I have learned a lot, and as I'm sure our audience have learned a lot as well. So definitely, we encourage every one of you to download Hobby mobile app right now to join the dYdX campaign. we have 12,000 US dollars worth of USDC to be given out to you. So you can deposit any amount to trade just to join the competition. And if your deposit is more than $500, dYdX will cover your trading fee. And if you stand to win some prizes, you can trade even more, win daily competitions and weekly competitions. And again, I emphasize that this is only a sharing session and not any financial advice. So please do your own research. Thank you very much, Corey, for your time. Thank you, the
Yeah.
audience, as well, for your time. And good day to you. Happy Friday and happy weekend.
All right. Thanks, Lindy. Thanks, everybody.
Bye bye.